Hello, council members and any of the public who are watching this presentation. This is Associate Planner Daniel Hauk. I'll be presenting on the Fore Property Development Agreement Amendment, otherwise known as Planning and Zoning Permit number 24-670-01, the third Development Agreement Amendment. The project is an amendment to the current development agreement for the Fore property. Simply put, this will just remove Section 5, which mandated a maintenance agreement with the city of Oxnard for a service road that the city was working on acquiring from Caltrans. This section of the development agreement is no longer needed. The road was going to be used as an access road to serve the proposed residential apartment project on the parcel. However, in the process, the state entity of Caltrans retreated from the deal and the property underwent a redesign of the proposed apartment building. This was approved through a minor modification. The site is located at 2700 and 2750 North Ventura Road, and that project site is just north of 101 on North Ventura Road. It's part of the River Park specific plan, and currently the project that is associated with the DA is under construction. The zoning designation comes from the River Park specific plan, which is residential very high, as you can see on the right, and the general plan land use is commercial regional. As far as the background goes, on May 23rd, 2022, the Community Development Director approved of the project to allow a 333 unit apartment building. That was then appealed, and on July 21st of the same year, the Planning Commission upheld the director's initial approval. That was PZ 19-216, a development design review. And then on July 18th, the minor modification I mentioned earlier was approved by staff, and that maintained the proposed building at 333 units. However, it created a compressed footprint to allow for an access road to be located on the property. On on November 18th, 2008, the City Council adopted Ordinance 2787 approving zoning and permit number 8-670-03. This is the original development agreement for the property, development agreement A-7113, between the owners of the project site and the city of Oxnard. The development agreement has been amended on two previous occasions, and that was November 9th of 2010 and April 5th, 2022. This project, the third development agreement amendment, was presented to Planning Commission on March 21st, 2024. During the Commission's public hearing, the Commissioners asked a series of questions as a result of staff's presentation. At the Commission's public hearing on March 21st, 2024, the Commission ended up making a motion to find the project exempt from CEQA under sections 15061B3 and section 15378B5, and adopted a resolution recommending that City Council approve planning and zoning permit number 24-670-01, which is this third development agreement amendment. Staff found that the proposed amendment was consistent with the general plan due to the fact that the access road is still going to be supplied, just in a different manner. So therefore, removing this section from the development agreement will not impact adjacent properties, city services, or infrastructure. Adequate emergency access and routes are still provided, so we found there to be no issues, and it remaining consistent with the general plan. As I mentioned briefly, we did make the environmental determination that the project would be exempt under section 15061B3 and section 15378B5, as was upheld by the um, by the Planning Commission. Uh, Staff recommends that City Council accept the same notice of exemption. Notice of this council hearing was provided to the newspaper on site. There was an on-site posting, and we also mailed to the property owners within 300 feet. Our recommendation is that the council find the project exempt from the environmental review I just spoke about, pursuant to CEQA guidelines, section 15061B3 and section 15378B5, as well as make the motion to approve the first reading by title only and subsequent adoption of an ordinance approving PZ number 2467001, amendment number 3 to development agreement number A-7113, subject to certain findings and conditions. And that is all I have for today. Thank you.